(1:15). This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Romesh Piris and read by Niranjan Abesundara. The Prime Minister, in his message on the World Press Freedom Day, stated that his government always protected media freedom in Sri Lanka. 8 more Gramladara divisions are isolated in 5 districts. Surge in daily coronavirus cases in all districts in the country, largely due to the New Year COVID-19 cluster. Health Ministry issues revise Alert Level 3 COVID restrictions. State Minister Dilma Amrigama gets an additional portfolio. Satkara PSA interviews postponed. In world news, the US Secretary of State accuses China of acting more aggressively. Sports news cricket. Clinical Lankan spinners sealed the win with 2 sessions to spare in the Sri Lanka-Bangladesh Test match. The Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa, in his message on World Press Freedom Day, stated that his government always protected media freedom in Sri Lanka. He said there was a time when media freedom was threatened in Sri Lanka, but during his tenure, media freedom has been protected as well as the right to information. He also said that media should ensure the public are given the correct information, especially at this time. Every year, 3rd May celebrates the fundamental principles of press freedom to evaluate press freedom around the world, to defend the media from attacks on their independence, and to pay tribute to journalists who have lost their lives in the exercise of their profession. This year's World Press Freedom Day theme is Information as a Good Public Good. Army Commander General Shamindra Silva says 8 more Grama Lidari divisions have been isolated in Kalutara, Colombo, Gampaha, Batikalo and Norelia districts with immediate effect. Accordingly, the following Grama Lidari divisions have been isolated. Kalutara district, Pinwatta, Narampitiya, Pinwatta West, Bandaragama East. Colombo district, Uggala Grama Lidari division in Paduka. Gampaha district, Alviswatta area in Vattala. Batikalo district, Thisavirasingham Square. Norelia district, Ratmatiya Gramladara division in Hangurankata. Director General of Health Services issued a revised COVID-19 restrictions under Alert Level 3. Due to the recent increase in number of COVID-19 cases being reported in the country, the Ministry of Health has further revised the permitted functions under Alert Level 3. Revised guidelines will be in operation with immediate effect and until further notice. State Minister Dilma Amrigama had been appointed as the State Minister for Community Police Services. He was sworn in before President Gotabaya Rajapaksa at the Presidential Secretariat in Colombo this morning. Amrigama has received this in addition to his current portfolio as the State Minister of Vehicle Regulation, Bus Transport Services, Train Compartments and Motorcar Industry. Department of Pension decided to postpone the Satkara PSA interviews to activate the pension payment indefinitely amidst the prevailing COVID-19 risk in the country. Issuing a statement, Director General of Pensions A. Jagat Das said all pensioners who were given an interview today will be informed of a new date in the future. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
Receive early cash advances and an unmatchable bonus at maturity from Sri Lanka Insurance Early Cash.
All officer department registration of persons will be closed until further notice of taking into consideration the prevailing COVID-19 situation. However, persons who wish to obtain national identity cards for urgent requirements, such as examinations, interviews, and to obtain a passport can obtain information by calling the main office in Colombo via 0115 226 126, 0115 226 126, and 0115 226 100, 0115 226 100. The public can also contact the Southern Province Office via 091 222 8348, 091 222 8348, and the Northwestern Province Office via 037-222-4337, 037-222-4337. Initially, Eastern Province can be reached via 065-222-9449, 065-222-9449, and Northern Province Office via 024-222-7201, 024-222-7201. The Fishery Harbour Department Development and Fish Export State Minister Kantan Wijasekara said information has been received that corona patients attempt to enter Sri Lanka by sea route, and officials have been instructed to be vigilant over the issue. He made this statement in inspection tour he made to the Minister Fishery Harbour. The State Minister elaborated that due to the prevailing COVID situation, a special appeal is made to the fishing community to provide necessary assistance to the fisheries officers, the Navy, the Coast Guard and the police. And that ends local news for now.
Finished? You have 1 more hour to write the exam.
Yes, sir. Always early.
Receive early cash advances and an unmatchable bonus at maturity from Sri Lanka Insurance Early Cash.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Vidya Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vidya Mahatmya.
Sri Lanka is witnessing a frightening surge in daily coronavirus cases, with all districts in the country reporting new infections largely connected to the New Year COVID-19 cluster. 15,249 cases are linked to the New Year COVID-19 cluster. 1,891 new coronavirus infections were detected yesterday, which included 48 recent foreign arrivals. 11,067 persons are currently undergoing quarantine process at 109 COVID treatment centres run by the Tri-Forces across the country. The number of COVID-19 cases confirmed in Sri Lanka accordingly has increased to 111,722. The number of persons recovered from COVID-19 in the country rose to 97,247. Number of deaths due to the virus has risen to 696. That was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vidya Mahatmya.
Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
On to Watchlight, Army Commander General Shavendra Silva said that public gatherings such as parties and weddings which have been prohibited due to COVID-19 situation cannot be organized at homes or any other location, and this is also prohibited from today under the quarantine regulations. He requested the people to refrain from organizing any such gatherings or functions at homes, as there is a high risk of coronavirus spreading through such activities. Furthermore, the Army Commander said that a new hotline has been introduced to provide information on COVID-19 patients who are continuing to remain at home. The public can contact 1906 to inform regarding this matter. Telephone number 1906. That was Watchlight. And on to world news. The U.S. Secretary of State accuses China of acting more aggressively. Indian Prime Minister Modi's party defeated in West Bengal battleground. G7 agrees new target to school 40 million more girls. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has accused China of acting more aggressively abroad and more restrictively at home. He said in an interview with CBS News, U.S. did not want to hold China down but would not allow it to undermine the rules-based international order. He noted that the military confrontation was profoundly against the interests of both countries. Tensions have soared in recent times over trade, espionage and pandemic. The China-US relationship is crucial to both sides and the wider world, with Beijing repeatedly calling on the new administration in Washington to improve relations, which deteriorated under President Joe Biden's predecessor, Donald Trump. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's party has failed to win a key state in elections held amid record COVID-19 deaths and cases. The BJP targeted West Bengal heavily during campaigning but was comfortably held by incumbent Mamata Banerjee, a fierce Modi critic. Mr. Modi has been accused of focusing on polls rather than the pandemic. Elections also went ahead in Assam, Tamil Nadu and Kerala states as well as the territory of Pondicherry. The party held power in the northern state of Assam but failed to make major gains elsewhere. G7 group of wealthy nations has agreed on a new target of sending 40 million more girls from low and middle income countries to school within 5 years. Foreign ministers will use the London summit to commit to helping women in developing countries with a $15 billion 2-year package of support. At their first in-person meeting for 2 years, they will also agree to help 20 million more girls read by age of 10. The UK holds the rotating presidency of the G7 group, which also includes the US, France, Germany, Canada, Japan and Italy, and will host a summit of leaders in Cornwall this summer. And back to the headlines of the world news. US Secretary of State accuses China of acting more aggressively in Prime Minister Modi's party defeated in West Bengal battleground. G7 agrees new target to school 40 million more girls. That was world news. Development news.
1,000 rupees from...
Although dairy entrepreneurs have been registered at district and provincial levels, it has been identified that active measures are needed to encourage the entrepreneurs in the dairy industry. All dairy entrepreneur societies operating under the auspices of the government are not functioning as a common organization. Therefore, when taking necessary steps to uplift the industry, the need has arisen to register the dairy entrepreneur societies under one legal framework at the regional, district and all-island level under a common structure. Accordingly, the Cabinet Ministers approved the proposed table by Minister of Agriculture to advise the legal draftsman to draft a bill for the registration of dairy entrepreneur societies for this purpose. That's development news. We go on to sports news. It's cricket. 20-year-old Praveen Javikrama's record-breaking spell helped Sri Lanka defeat Bangladesh by 209 runs in the second and final test match and seal a 1-0 series win at the Palakkad International Cricket Stadium this morning. Shashika Mahmud 437-run target to win the match. Bangladesh was skittled out for 227 runs with Javikrama picking up 5 wickets for 86 runs. In doing so, Javikrama finished with a match bag of 11 for 178 and eclipsed the Sri Lankan record for the best figures by a bowler on debut. He was ably supported by Ramesh Mendis in the second innings by picking up 4 wickets for 103. Clinical Lankan spinners then took all 10 wickets in the second innings and sealed the win with 2 sessions to spare. Sri Lanka will next head to Bangladesh for a one-day international series later this month. That was sports news. And on to business news. In an effort to optimize its overall customer verification process while developing the country through the carefully planned digital roadmap put forward by the government of Sri Lanka, DFCC Bank recently signed an MOU with the Department of Registration of Persons. This MOU allowed DFCC Bank to make use of the online system for authentication plus verification of NIC details launched by the DRP to streamline the bank's overall customer verification process. That was business news.
Business news. Sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money. Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Economic news. Headline inflation is measured by the year-on-year change in the Colombo Consumer Price Index decreased to 3.9% in April 2021 from 4.1% in March 2021. This is driven by monthly decreases of prices of items in the food category. Meanwhile, food inflation year-on-year decreased to 9.0% in April 2021 from 9.6% in March 2021, while non-food inflation year-on-year remained unchanged at 1.8% in April 2021. The change in the CCPI measured on an annual average basis decreased marginally to 3.9% in April 2021 from 4.0% in March 2021. That is economic news.
Weather Report was sponsored by
Dialogue in partnership with the Ministry of Education introduces Nanasir, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
Met Department forecast showers or thunder showers to occur over most parts of the island during the evening or night. Met Department further predicts heavy rainfall above 100 millimetres in some places in Sabaragamo, central, western and other western provinces, and in the Puranarua, Galle and Mathura districts. The public are requested to advocate precautions to minimize damages caused by temporary localized strong winds and lightning during thunder showers. That was the weather report.
Weather report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, introduces Nanasir, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
Back to the headlines of the news. The Prime Minister in his message on the World Press Freedom Day stated his government always protected the media freedom in Sri Lanka. 8 more Gramlila divisions are isolated in 5 districts. Surge in daily coronavirus cases in all districts in the country, largely due to the New Year COVID-19 cluster. Health Ministry issues revised Alert Level 3 COVID restrictions. State Minister Diluma Mrigama gets an additional portfolio. Satkara PSC interviews postponed. In world news, US Secretary of State accuses China of acting more aggressively. Sports news cricket. Clinical Lankan spinners sealed the win with 2 sessions to spare in the Sri Lanka-Bangladesh Test match.